Roman.
For words shouldn't make me feel like an absolute king, but they do. She shimmies out of her bottoms and walks naked towards the shower to regulate the water. Gods, my cock is aching just watching her. Slipping out of my board shorts, I join her under the spray of hot water and pull her closer to me. There's no hesitation when I lean down to kiss her. She molds into me, her body perfectly flush against mine as she moans into my mouth. It's taking every bit of my self-control to not snap and just claim her body, but Ella doesn't need my beast right now. I walk her up against the cold wall and trail my kisses down the length of her neck. I love your sweet scent, baby. I murmur against her skin. God, I could drown in you forever. Mark me with your bite. Claim your alpha. Her eyes widen, and I see them welling up with tears. Are you sure, Roman? I'm yours forever, little bird. I say, my thrust slowing down. My heart, my life, my fucking soul, and every shattered piece of me. It's all yours, my Luna. Those tears that were welling up in her eyes now fall freely as she nods. The instant I feel Ella's lips against my nape, it's like every damn cell in my body snaps to attention. And then her fangs sink in. Holy fuck. The sensation rockets through me, and I can't help but let out a guttural moan. This is no gentle love bite. This is a claim, a brand, a marking of soul-deep ownership that resonates in every fiber of my being. It's like lightning ripping through me, a hot, ferocious wave of pleasure and pain. I come harder than I ever have before, my eyes rolling back in my head and a primal roar escapes me. My heart slams against my ribs, my senses go haywire, and for a blinding moment, it's like I'm tethered to the very pulse of the universe. There's no undoing this, not that I'd want to. My wolf howls within, not in challenge, but in elated triumph. Possession. That's what this is, clear as fucking day. She releases me, her teeth unlatching from my skin, and the absence of that pressure feels like a loss and a relief all rolled into one. Then she pulls back to look at me, and her eyes, those incredible eyes, are dark and fierce and filled with a fire that tells me she knows the hold she has over me now. You're mine. She breathes, her voice a sultry promise that curls around me like smoke. The sense of possession is overwhelming, all-consuming. My beast is practically preening, thrilled at being claimed by such a fierce, formidable Luna. And yet, the man, the alpha in me, craves something more. Reciprocity. Equality. A claim for a claim. I love you, Ella. I say, the words rough and jagged as they tumble out. She smiles, that slow, sly grin that always gets under my skin. I know, she says, echoing my words with a certainty that makes my heart trip over itself. And I love you, so mark me as yours, Alpha. A primal urge surges through me. This is my woman, my chosen mate, and it's my turn to claim, to brand that truth into the very fiber of her being. But it's a responsibility too, a promise to be the anchor to her tempest, the silence to her roar. When she tilts her head to the side, baring her neck to me in silent invitation, something animalistic and fierce surges through me. I lean in, my breath shaky, but my resolve fucking ironclad, and bite down, marking her as irrevocably mine as she has marked me. The second my teeth pierce her skin, it's like an inferno erupts within me, searing away every last ounce of doubt, fear, or loneliness. I'm engulfed in Ella, her essence, her soul, her love. And it's intoxicating, a high no drug could replicate. Just like that, the world clicks into place. All the jagged pieces that never quite fit together are suddenly aligned, creating a picture that's as clear as it is extraordinary. As I pull away, I can feel the bond lock into place, like some ancient, cosmic puzzle finally made whole. Her mark on me, my mark on her. We're bound, not just as Alpha and Luna, not just as man and woman, but as two souls who finally, irrevocably, found their home. I pull her close, my arms wrapping tight around her. I can't shake the feeling that this right here, is what I've been searching for my entire goddamn life. This is the closest to divine I'll ever get. It's a powerful, overwhelming, goddamn soul-shattering thing. And it's ours.
Ella.
As I stand by the intricately carved crib, my heart swells with a love so fierce it feels like it could consume me whole. I look down at Aaron, our son, sleeping so peacefully in a cocoon of soft, moonlit blankets. His little fists are curled beside his cheek, and he has his father's rebellious blonde hair and the beginning of my mismatched eyes. The room is filled with the comforting scent of lavender and freshly laundered baby clothes. The light from the nursery's lamp washes over his tiny form, casting gentle shadows on his crib. I can't help but think how profoundly my life has shifted in just 2 years. Nearly 2 years ago, I was a ball of defiance and fear, literally running through woods and brambles to escape an engagement my alpha father had orchestrated with Roman. The irony is palpable. Roman was everything I thought I didn't want, but ended up being everything I didn't know I needed. I went from clawing at the idea of a life by his side to craving his touch, his voice, his scent, like gravity pulling me back no matter how far I strayed. Just as I'm lost in these thoughts, I feel him before I see him. Soft footsteps pad behind me, a weight of presence that I've come to not just recognize but crave. Roman wraps his arms around my waist, pulling me back against his chest. His lips find the crook of my neck, right over the mark he gave me. The touch sends a ripple of contentment through my entire body. "Hey, you," I murmur, leaning further into him. "Hey, yourself," he replies. "You should be sleeping." "So should you," I whisper, not wanting to disturb Aaron. "Just admiring our masterpiece." "He's got your beauty," Roman says, his eyes trained on Aaron. "Lucky kid." I chuckle softly. "And your untamed spirit." He sighs at this, resting his cheek against mine as we watch our son sleeping. Nothing could feel more content than this. Every morning, I wake up thinking this will all be a dream. "Still not used to this," he murmurs, his warm breath on my skin causing me to shiver. "Being this happy, I mean. Shit, Ella, look at us." I nod, unable to keep the smile off my face. "We made it, Roman. After everything." "We made it," he echoes, tightening his hold on me as if he could meld us into one. I'd say "I told you so," but I'm too classy for that. I chuckle, turning within the circle of his arms to face him. "What's on your mind? You've been quiet all evening." His eyes darken, a storm brewing there that I haven't seen in a while. "It's Caden. Something's off. He's been distant, not just from me, but from everyone. And now he and Elena are moving out of the pack house. Doesn't sit right." I consider this, recalling the last few times we've seen Caden. He has seemed different, more withdrawn, like a shadow of his former self. "Have you tried to talk to him?" Roman sighs, running a hand through his hair. "Not properly. It's like walking on eggshells around him lately." "Then strip away the alpha title, the brotherly bravado, and just speak to him," I suggest. "Man to man, brother to brother. Maybe he's going through something that needs more than an alpha's counsel. Maybe he needs his brother." "You think he'd tell me?" "I think he needs someone to ask," I say softly. Roman's jaw tightens, but then he nods. "You're extraordinary, do you know that?" "Just part of my charm," I reply, my voice tinged with humor. But inside, I feel a warm glow, as if I've passed some unnamed test. Roman kisses me again, softer this time, his lips lingering on my skin. "I love you, Ala. More than power, more than position, more than life itself." He hesitates for a moment, almost as if he's searching for the right way to frame his feelings. Roman isn't one for grand declarations, but when he speaks from the heart, every word carries the weight of the world. He looks down at me, his eyes intense, but softened around the edges, softened by love, by understanding, by nights spent whispering secrets in the dark. He takes a deep breath, as if gathering his thoughts, his grip on me tightening just a little. "Ella, you know I'm not the best at this sentimental shit." He starts, his voice gravelly. "But I want you to know, you're it for me. You're my everything, in the most uncliched way possible. You know how I was before, always on edge, ready for a fight. But you've given me something to fight for, not against." He pauses, glancing down at our son before meeting my eyes again. "You and Aaron are my world now. I never knew what home felt like until I had both of you." His words are simple, but in that simplicity, there's a profound truth, one that moves me deeply. Roman has always been a man of few words when it came to expressing emotions, but the ones he chooses never fail to strike a chord. I love you, he finishes quietly. And I'm grateful for you. Every damn day. My eyes mist over at his earnest expression, and all I can do is nod because if I try to speak, I'll break down entirely. Instead, I stand on tiptoe and kiss him, putting into that kiss everything words could never convey. He understands. Of course he does. And as he kisses me back, holding me as if I'm the most precious thing in the world to him, which I now know I am, I realize that some things don't need to be said. They're felt, deep in the soul, in places words can't reach. We've got that, Roman and I, the kind of love that speaks for itself. And that's more than enough for me.
Caden.
I'm sitting in my study, surrounded by the leather scent of old books and the muted light filtering through the heavy drapes. The room, once a sanctuary where I buried myself in work and pack matters, now feels like a cage. A trap. I flip through some documents on my desk but don't really register what they say. My mind is a mess, a whirlwind of thoughts I can't, and won't, share with anyone. Especially not Roman. God, Roman. My brother, my closest friend. He seems so happy these days, so settled with Adela and their son. His life has taken a turn for the absolute best, and it stings. Not out of jealousy, I'm thrilled for him, but out of the sharp contrast it creates with my own concealed turmoil. I think about Elena, my wife. She's beautiful, loving, and loyal to our pack. But she doesn't know. She can't know. The secret I'm holding is too damaging, too explosive. It would tear us apart, tear the pack apart. And so, I've distanced myself. Retreated into a shell to protect everyone from the storm I know is coming. Elena has noticed, of course. How could she not? We were starting to grow closer, and now I flinch when she touches me, avoid eye contact like a guilty child. It's no wonder we're moving out of the pack house, away from prying eyes and pointed questions. Roman's worried, I could see it in his eyes when he looked at me earlier. But he respects my privacy, or perhaps he's too absorbed in his newfound happiness to dig deeper. Either way, it's better this way. Better to keep my struggles separate from the pack, separate from my brother's blissful existence. Roman has enough on his plate being an alpha and a new dad, he doesn't need to shoulder my burdens too. I stand up abruptly, my chair scraping harshly against the wood floor. I need air. I need to escape this room, escape the ever-tightening walls of my own making. As I make my way to the door, my eyes catch a family portrait taken a few years ago. Roman and I stand side by side, shoulders touching, grins matching. God, we were so happy then. So blissfully unaware of the twists and turns life would soon throw at us. Caden, are you okay? Elena's voice from behind startles me. I hadn't heard her approaching me at all. I force a smile. Yeah, just some stuff on my mind. She nods, but the concern doesn't leave her eyes. I wish I could tell her. I wish I could tell Roman. But some secrets are too heavy, even for the strongest of bonds. So I keep my silence, adding another brick to the wall that separates me from everyone I love. I step out of the room, but not before taking one last glance at that photograph. It serves as a bitter reminder of a simpler time, a time before the secret that now defines my life. Elena takes my hand as we walk down the hallway, and for a moment, I let myself squeeze back, let myself pretend that everything is as it should be. But it's not, and as we step out into the fresh air, the weight of my secret presses down on me even more. I betrayed Roman in the worst way possible. I don't deserve to be his beta or his brother. There's a storm coming, and I don't know if I'll be able to weather it. One thing's for certain, I have to try. Because the alternative is a truth too devastating to face.